Hey guys, so we're gonna do a reading. So I have the washer and dryer going. I got my dishwasher going, which is kind of giving me the indication of two things. One, your mind is basically the sound that we're hearing right now. There's just a lot of noise right now. Feels like you can't shut off your mind. The other thing is this collective could be trying to distract themselves by doing things, a bunch of things, a lot of things, keeping yourself very busy, very distracted, so as to not be dealing with what you're dealing with. So this collective is currently in the process of going through unimaginable pain in whatever way that means. But this collective is currently learning the balance of life. So you're in the process of some sort of grief, some sort of transformation and ending, where it's showing you, there's no growth without rain. There's no light without dark, good without evil. The understanding of how to appreciate things in your life, unfortunately. And with that typically comes some sort of life lesson, some sort of loss, some sort of grief, some sort of pain, in order for you to see the other side of things. And I feel like this is kind of tied into the collective that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, which I had no intentions of even posting before the first of the year. I was going to allow kind of the next week or so, whenever I posted the last reading, to kind of go by and see, what's coming after the new year. But I feel like more so this collective kind of, while acknowledging what you're currently going through, also needs to see what's coming for them after the first of the year, in the upcoming year. So I feel like this is kind of your season of lessons and pain and growth and transformation. We're going to talk about what you're going through, as well as what sort of transformation is coming for this collective. So I feel like, as I brought up, I feel like this collective likes to distract themselves. So what I brought up a couple of readings ago was what the divine kind of wants you to do is turn your pain into your passion. And I feel like this is that same collective that is very artistic. So whatever that means, where it could be you turning your pain into tarot reading and advice giving, and or giving speeches, or being some sort of leader. Or it could also be music or art in some sort of way. Like, whatever it means, if you need to work on something in order to move through this pain, what they want you to do is work on it and move it into whatever you are passionate about and wanting to put your all into something that is going to benefit you in some sort of way. I don't know if you are somebody that is searching for a way to see the signs, or wondering why you end up being so intuitive or psychic but not seeing the why or the how, or understanding like how you understand what somebody's going through. So one of the ways that I figured it out is, I know that I am on the path that I am, and I've put myself on the journey that I have and gone through the things that I have in order for me to be able to use those things to help other people through the similar situations, or to avoid, that sort of catastrophe that I've experienced personally. But I wouldn't be able to see those things without having been through them myself. So one of the things is, I am shown, and I have to relive things that I've been through. And when I'm shown these things and when I'm reprocessing them, I realize what it's tied to and why they're showing me it. I'm not being reminded of these things in order to re-experience the pain again. It's usually because somebody has been brought into my life, or somebody in my life is going through a similar thing, and I'm being moved to help them through it, to give them some sort of advice, to say some sort of word to them that's just going to, make that light bulb go off in their brain. This collective that I'm speaking to, you also do that, whether you realize it or not, through whatever this thing is that you are going to be turning this pain into. It's just something artistic where you're showing a piece of your soul and you know, laying yourself out on the table for others to be able to see this masterpiece, if that makes sense, or hear it, like whatever that means. 543 as I'm starting this, and do you hear how quiet everything got? Because everything just stopped and it's almost done. So there's going to be a quieting of the mind soon, and whatever you are about to put your all into, that is going to be the thing. So they're showing me that like TikTok trend that people do when it comes to like how my brain is on like a regular basis, and then how my brain sounds when I get around them, or whatever it is, or when I start doing this. So I feel like whatever this is that you're going to be putting your heart and soul into, it is going to make that loud, chaotic sound quiet. It's going to help you process, to help you focus, to help you sort things out, to be able to transform, to not be living in this such chaotic, unhealed, immature energy that you feel to be in your mind, if that makes sense. The song that we're going to be playing, it came up a couple readings ago. It is Jacob Latimore, Heartbreak Heard Around the World. And in my notes, I have something about somebody is going to be telling the heartbreak that they've experienced for the rest of their lives. And whatever that means, that could be you through whatever this music is, or this art, or this, like whatever this is that you're going to be sharing. I said music first for a reason, because I wasn't even meaning to say that. So something about that is very important. But you're going to be possibly sharing this in music that's going to be shared for years to come around the world, you know, something like that. Or this person is going to be telling people the love that they lost for the rest of their lives around the world, in whatever way that means. But they're just, what they're showing me is like those old movies with that old guy that's like sitting at the bar drunk, sharing, or like somebody sitting around a campfire is also what they're showing me, playing their guitar, singing the song of the love that they lost because they made some dumb decision, whatever. So it's something like that, which makes sense with the song that I'm picking, Heartbreak Heard Around the World, where he's basically talking about how he feels like he lost something, and he's going to be telling the story for the world to hear, basically through this music. The other thing that I wanted to bring up before we get started is I was really focused on my blue Caribbean calcite. And the thing about this is it's actually a broken crystal. My daughter broke it a couple years ago. But the thing about a broken crystal is it's served its purpose. So while this is broken, and I know that it's broken, it is still the most beautiful crystal I've ever had in my life, and I will never get rid of it. So I do feel like there's something about that. While you're experiencing what you're going through, it's important for you to remember, while you may feel very broken, you are so beautifully broken. We're actually going to have to go to the next part for the card pull.